$106,000 was stolen from my husband and I this past weekend by an online scammer.
I got scammed $15,000 yesterday.
I got job scammed, so spend the day with me while I tell you all about it.
Okay, so normally I like to space out the series type videos on my channel a little bit more than I am right now, but with the further increase of scams that I've seen recently, we're just going to take a look at some more today. Especially with the new ways some are using AI to trick people right now, I feel like it can make a lot of people lose money very quickly before these new schemes are more widely known, so we have a ton of examples to go through today, along with comments from you guys from previous videos. So if you want to be featured on a future video, leave in the comments down below. But let's start off with a job scam.
I got job scammed, so spend the day with me while I tell you all about it. It started with getting an interview from a job I don't remember applying for, but I thought, what the heck, why not? It's a job. I went through 2 interviews with them, both over Microsoft Teams. I then learned that I got the job 24 hours later. Keep in mind, this whole process took roughly a week in total. I then started onboarding and realized some things didn't add up. They wanted me to buy some pieces of technology to later be reimbursed, and they wanted me to give them my bank information. Why couldn't I just do it myself? And also, it was gonna be over Microsoft Teams. Same with my shipping information for the equipment that they were gonna send me. I started to connect the dots and realized this is kind of fishy. I did some research on the company and I found the exact person that I was talking to throughout the interviews name dropped as a scammer. The company is legit, but the person is not. I did fill out the banking information thinking that I was gonna get a payroll from them. So I got new bank numbers, turned on LifeLock, and I haven't heard from them since. So be careful about interview scams because that's why.
Okay, so at least she realized pretty far into it and didn't end up losing money. She did have to get new banking information, but even though this seems very straightforward, a previous video I remember somebody losing $20,000 or $30,000 with this same type of scam, just incremental payments over a long period of time. Maybe the scammer gives you a little bit money back as a paycheck so you trust them more, and especially in this environment with the job market, people are desperate. So a lot of the critical thinking just gets thrown out the window. I'm just glad at least this example they didn't get completely screwed, but another example up on screen. Please make me feel better. I just fell for my first scam so hard at work, literally got in my car to go get gift cards. One of the classic ones everybody's heard. The whole office knows I feel like a dumb deer falling for camouflage. My social security number will definitely get stolen when I'm 90. So normally these types of scams are always chalked up to old people. You'll fall for this if you're 80 or 90 years old and not 100% there, but you could clearly see that this is not an old person and they still fell for it. So really any age bracket can fall for this. It's okay, last month I got scammed out of $500 because I thought I was speaking to my local sheriff's office who said I had a warrant out for my arrest, missing jury duty. They're getting better. I spoke to 3 different people. They even called from the sheriff's phone number. My husband is in IT and sends out phishing emails, and the CEO, CFO, and higher up management always clicks them. So that's why I think these types of videos are so important. Anybody could fall for it. We'll just run through a couple of them that I've seen, emails that I've gotten, texts as well. Here's a Cash App one. Congratulations, your $1,000 USD is ready. You can accept the Cash App gift card now. Just some pretty low quality stuff. Here's another email that I've gotten with all of these companies apparently wanting to sponsor me. Here's Red Bull. Clearly, if you look at the email, it's a completely random address from France. I mean, I've had it all. So many giant companies. Nvidia, Dell, Intel, AMD was another one, Blizzard Entertainment, Rode Microphones. It goes on, and they're all fake emails. Here's a phone call along with the voicemail that I've gotten recently. Authorize the payment of $9.99 for the recent order of an Apple iPhone 16 Pro on your account. If you do not authorize payment, please press 1 to speak to our customer support, and then you're just going to get scammed. An email with a Google Doc court order. I've seen these emails with different titles talking about dating and stuff like that. Here's a text that I got that's a low-res image USPS. Your package is delayed due to incorrect address. Please update it. This link. And yet another one of the voicemails. This is Wells Fargo calling with an important account alert. We noticed a recent attempted charge of $224. And I don't think I really have to tell you that this is not actually Wells Fargo. And this isn't even all the examples that I've gotten myself since last video. We have a comment from one of you guys. My brother works fraud for one of the big banks. Every day he tells me how people are being conned out of $10,000, $15,000, and $50,000. It's so sad because even with the classic cons and scams we've heard about, new ones are popping up every single day.
Unsubscribed emails are becoming a more popular way to scam people. Oftentimes, the unsubscribed email may not even be from the company that you subscribe to. Instead, it's from someone posing as that company, waiting to take your information. But sometimes, even when the unsubscribed email comes from a legitimate company, a bad actor could be standing in the middle. Here's how. A lot of unsubscribe buttons take you to a third-party web page outside of the email. And that's when the bad actors have a chance to strike. They may insert a third-party website that looks like an unsubscribe page, but it's really a page that they've set up just to get your information and trick you. Now, sometimes they will not do anything malicious at first. They're simply trying to verify that that email is real and that a real person is behind it. And so once you type in and confirm your email and show that you're a real person, they mark you as a bigger target in the future.
So I feel like I've seen this a couple times with my email. So if it does go to any random website, I just end up blocking the address and then reporting as spam instead, just to avoid problems like that. We have a comment from one of you guys. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Now you would think everybody would know that by now, especially if you watch a lot of the videos on my channel, but we still have a ton of examples like this being uploaded online.
So there's this lady on here that is scamming you, so beware, because she scammed me. This lady contacted me on TikTok and she was like, hey, DM me now, I got a surprise for you. So I did. I gave her my phone number and we talked, and she was like, okay, so if you send me $20, I'll give you $5,000. So I'm like, okay, great. Me not been through this before. I've never been through this before, so I gave her my $20 and she was like, oh, oops, you was actually supposed to send $40. So I sent her another $20. And then she told me after that I owed $35 more. And she didn't know that. But she told me beforehand that she's been through this multiple times with other people. Yeah, I'm being scammed.
So this clip is most likely bait, but we've seen examples, especially when we're talking about cryptocurrency, over the past few years of insane returns, 1,000, 10,000% returns. A lot of it ends up being a Ponzi scheme, so some of the people who got in at the very beginning actually did get a lot of money back, promoting it even farther to the masses, and then eventually it all collapses and a ton of people lose money. I've heard that there are many more problems talking about DMs and comments on TikTok particularly. We could take a look at the comment section from this video. It's almost all bots trying to promote some guru or grifter, just complete scam. So even the mention of scams when we're talking about these videos will bring in a whole bunch of bots trying to trick you. Another comment from you guys, I just can't understand how people could be scammed out of $100,000, especially buying gift cards. Well, we still have examples of that happening in 2025.
Who are you sending it to?
I'm sending it to Elon Musk.
Like, how long have you known him?
Y'all go out? No.
Have you ever met him?
No.
Have you ever met him?
Yes.
Like in person, face to face?
In person.
Oh,
yes.
Him?
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
let me see.
All of this.
Oh, no.
No, honey. Yes. You're getting scammed. Block him. Block him.
That's what I'm sure he's gonna do.
He's picking me up here in a short while.
Well, you can give him cash.
Maybe Uber.
I pay cash. I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I'm sorry too. Please don't send no more money to Elon.
Okay.
Okay?
Don't
No
send
more
any
money.
more.
Okay.
Okay?
So I think we all heard of the Brad Pitt scam. What was it, $600,000 or $800,000 stolen a few months ago? There was another one with Jennifer Aniston. Now here's an Elon Musk one, specifically targeting old people. I think they wanted Visa gift cards. It looks like that's what they were buying. And this is unfortunately a recent video. We have another comment from you guys. I genuinely feel bad for the people who get scammed out of huge amounts of money. I don't care how foolish it is, that affects someone's retirement and their means of survival. Perfect example with the last clip. Clearly that woman was much older, not really 100% aware, and they could literally be completely drained of their bank account through these gift cards. But now we'll get into the new AI portion of this video that is definitely going to improve in the future and will trick a lot of people if you don't know better.
My sister's TikTok account got hacked and they AI'd a video of her just like going off in fluent Spanish about something.
Duro, para no gritar, para que los de la clase de al lado no cacharan nada. Mi corazón retumbaba como si fuera a explotar el salón a medio.
This is the video I think that they took it from because this is the only video where she's in this room wearing a white type shirt and orange nails.
I have my pictures tomorrow.
But obviously this is really freaking creepy because they can just, I guess, take anybody's videos and AI them doing whatever. So if anybody knows how to get a rogue TikTok account taken down, please let us know. Like, we've been reporting it and they've just been posting about stuff that I can't even say on here because I don't want my account to get taken down, but I'm going to tag her new account below.
So we're going to start getting videos of people saying things that they didn't actually say, making everything that you see on the internet even harder to believe, because maybe it's a little bit off right now, but the improvements of these AI videos, if you just look back a couple of years ago compared to now, is a lot more realistic. So what's going to happen in a couple more years? But we could take this a step further.
Just a warning, guys, there's an account out there and has taken my videos and manipulated it using AI. And they've made it seem that I'm promoting and endorsing their company. Their name is Clone Sense, and please, guys, I'm by no means affiliated or associated with this company. Apart from this being totally unethical, I just don't want you guys to be taken advantage of. If you guys see a post, please report it. Thank you so very much for bringing this to my attention. I appreciate you guys.
So now we're going to start seeing people who have influence have their face and body taken and used by AI to promote products. And especially with how much advertising is riddled throughout the internet, quickly scrolling or swiping to the next image, you might not even realize that it's completely fake. So I don't know how this is going to play out in the future, because again, it's going to make it even more difficult to believe anything that you see online. And I found a couple more examples of this myself, with companies using testimonials of people who never use their product or service and probably don't even know that their image was taken.
I got scammed by a fake Bitcoin investment platform that promised huge returns within days. I invested a total of $17,000, believing it was a legit opportunity, but after a while, the platform went silent and I couldn't withdraw a dime.
Okay, so watching that, you could see that the mouth is a little bit off. This one is a very interesting example, because if we go to the account page, Cyberbeacon with 11,000 followers, hire a hacker for online services, internet and cyber consultancy, message below. And just take a look at their videos. Every single one of them's a different user, trying to make you trust them with the testimonials like they got scammed out of the Bitcoin thing. This company is going to help me, yada, yada, yada. But they, in fact, are the one using AI videos to try to get you to use their services if it's not a straight up scam in the first place. Doesn't help when you go over to the comment sections and it's full of more bot comments, and there are a lot more accounts like this than you think.
In the evolving world of crypto, losing access to your funds can be a nightmare. Fraud Help Center, your trusted partner for recovering lost cryptocurrency.
So that's another AI video and a new account trying to do the exact same thing, Fraud Help Center, helping scam victims recover money, DM for help, their WhatsApp, and just a few videos. And I bet there's more since the last time I looked at this page, so you really have to be aware of what you're looking at online now. Even the companies or services that are trying to advertise to you as fraud centers and they'll help you out can turn out to be a scam as well. And speaking of more AI stuff, especially on TikTok, we could see a clip up on screen. Somebody got scammed. If you saw my older video with the AI mugs, tons and tons of people bought it for their family members for Christmas because it was only like 10-15 bucks and the video looked too good to be true. And this is a cup you ended up getting, so it was at Goodwill. They didn't actually want it. And now we have the next version of it, the 3D physical ghost bubble bath lamp. And I don't think I really have to say all of these videos are AI generated as well. So I bet a whole bunch of people bought this for Halloween and it's not going to turn out nearly as good, just like the cups. So just something you should be aware of if you get advertised this.
An Airbnb host just tried to scam someone for $9,000 using AI-generated photos, and Airbnb believed it. A woman rented an Airbnb in New York. After she left, the host hit her with a massive damage claim, sending photos of a cracked table, a stained mattress, and a broken vacuum. But she looked closer at photos of the table, and the crack was different in each image. It was fake, likely generated with AI. The most insane part, when she showed Airbnb the proof that photos were manipulated, they sided with the host. It was only after reporters from The Guardian got involved that Airbnb backed down and refunded her money. And that superhost who got caught attempting fraud, he just got a warning and is still on the platform.
I mean, what am I even supposed to say about it now? You can't trust anything. That host should be charged with attempted fraud. Never use Airbnbs. They're not hotels. What's even crazier is that they weren't banned off the platform. They just got a warning for trying to get a free almost $10,000.
Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. I just wanted to let you guys know there is a scam account that is very aggressively messaging my followers. It is thewarriorphilosopher_1. Just a reminder, I do not have any backup accounts. The Warrior Philosopher, all one word, nothing else, no numbers, no anything. This is my only legitimate account. If any variation of the Warrior Philosopher tries to follow you or friend you or message you, it is not me. Okay, so just wanted to let you guys know that. This fake account, there's really nothing I can do about it. They blocked me, so I can't report it and say it's impersonating me. I tried reporting it from my other account, my dedicated martial arts account. That didn't really work. And because I'm not a celebrity, you can't report it to be impersonating me on my behalf. So you can report it as fraud and scam and stuff like that, and if they get enough reports, maybe TikTok will do something about it, but really all I can do is what I'm doing, just letting you guys know.
So I wanted to put this in the video because I've seen this a number of times with accounts that I follow on TikTok. They're not absolutely massive accounts with millions or tens of millions of followers. Maybe something around the 5 or 6 figures, I'll follow them, and then out of nowhere, 3 or 4 accounts that look almost exactly what I just followed follow me back. I look at the messages, and then it shows a WhatsApp number or a URL. And like he said, there's almost nothing that actually happens in the end. They don't get banned, they just message everybody who follows a particular account trying to scam, and you just have to be aware that it's not the account that you think. The amount of scam comments and accounts on this post about scams is amazing. Commented from the creator themselves, because here you go, it's just another wall of text of the same type of stuff I've shown you in this video already. You really can't make this kind of stuff up.
So I was just scammed by a fitness influencer on this app, and if you're watching this video, you know exactly who you are. And basically what happened is I reached out to this guy and I told him that I wanted to invest $15,000 in his company. We go through the whole process, we get all the paperwork out of the way, and everything seems absolutely perfect. I even met with the dude's lawyer over Zoom. But it turns out that this lawyer I was talking to was just his friend pretending to be a lawyer. And all the documents I signed were created in ChatGPT and completely forged. And the worst thing about it is this guy filed for bankruptcy, so now I am out $15,000. And yeah, this influencer is extremely well known, and yeah, I'm getting lawyers involved, so this is gonna be fun.
First mistake was investing in a fitness influencer. Now, he didn't say the name, but there were a lot of comments saying, is it V-Shred? How do you fall for the V-Shred scandal? If you know anything about the fitness industry, V-Shred has been around for quite a while. A lot of people don't like him, but yeah, unfortunately, this guy lost $15,000 from a TikToker. We could go to one of the course sellers and somebody's out another 10 grand.
Here's a review on Sam Millsap's $10,000 course. All right, so everyone was calling me the method when I got it, and you guys were right. I was the method. Basically, as soon as I got the program, I texted him kind of just an intro and whatnot, and this dude genuinely doesn't respond. Like, I paid him $10,000. Here's multiple examples of me trying to get in contact with him, and he literally doesn't respond for like multiple days. And at this point, I'm freaking out because I'm like, I paid this dude $10,000 and he doesn't even respond to me. And here he is saying he's guaranteed success or his money back. I didn't see success and I'm not getting my money back. Now, I know it doesn't technically qualify for the refund policy or whatever, but in my opinion, if I was him and I saw the situation and I saw the business models didn't align and I really didn't do anything for the kid, I would give the refund. I don't think it's worth it for him to have me make this video and him to lose out on sales because of it. Realistically, the guy can give me the money back, and it's not even genuinely about the money, it's just the way I was treated in this whole process. Now, he pretty much said no. He was like, that's not the refund policy. You could go full-time course selling, and I wasn't willing to do that. I wanted to stick with my business model.
Okay, so we're gonna cut it off right there because this guy spent $10,000 on a course for someone to tell him that he should start selling courses. That's exactly why I talk about gurus and course sellers so much on this channel, because now this dude is out another 5 figures when they basically learned absolutely nothing other than just copy exactly what I do and scam a whole bunch of other people out of money, and then you'll be rich. The comment section was not great. I'm crying. Baby bro paid $10,000 for a course in giant 2025. $10,000 for a course. Just tons of comments like that. Oh man.
We are in Paris by the Eiffel Tower and I am sobbing because we just got scammed. Everybody tells you about being careful with the scams, but you just really don't think it's gonna happen to you. We ended up playing this game. This Italian guy he had like a lemon and some cups and he was moving them around, and a lot of people were playing into it, which made it seem like it did work.
So I don't think we have to hear the entire story. I feel like a lot of people know where this is going. The 3-card Monty is literally the oldest trick in the book. Lost me at the "we played a game" girl with 101,000 likes. Is this your first time leaving the house? So whoever it was made it look like it was really easy to win. Of course, the lemon in the cup. And as soon as she plays and puts money down, oh, the lemon disappears and you lose your money. I do know that there is another variation of this scam. While you're playing the game, somebody else comes behind you and pickpockets you. So maybe you do win a few bucks, but you just lost your iPhone. Very very, very common scams, especially in cities in Europe. But up next, we do have one that still is a scam, but it's actually somebody who's scamming an entire company.
In 2020, a man earned himself $2 million from DoorDashing by figuring out how to get DoorDash to pay him for delivering food to himself. Here's how it worked. He took himself and a few friends, including a DoorDash employee, and created fake DoorDash customer accounts, placed orders that had a large portion of food or just a large order in general, and then assigned those orders to fake drivers that they controlled, ready to be picked up. Once the fake delivery was marked as complete, DoorDash paid them as a group, collecting both the delivery fee and other additional revenue. So they still paid for the food, but they also got paid to deliver it to themselves. But they didn't stop there. You see, because one of them was a DoorDash employee, they would use a trick to reopen the order and reassign it. This means they were doing the same delivery ticket over and over again. This was repeated for hundreds of times, and each time triggered a new payout for the same order. They would get to a point where they were getting really greedy and attempted to steal more than $2.5 million in just a few hours. Eventually they got caught, and the man behind all of it pled guilty.
So I mean, I will say, very creative. Trying to pull out millions of dollars from a company in just a few hours. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but an example a little bit different than what we normally see on this channel. Another comment from one of you guys, same with my phone, never answering anymore. Literally everything is a scam. If you're not my family or a good friend, send me a pigeon. Because I've said before, I basically don't answer unless you're already in my contacts. I've shown you a couple examples of the spam phone calls along with the voicemails that I get pretty regularly. And I know that I'm definitely not alone. It seems like everybody has those spam messages constantly.
$106,000 was stolen from my husband and I this past weekend by an online scammer, and we will not be getting any of our money back. It is gone. So this is what happened. I got a phone call saying someone was trying to log into our account and steal our money, and they suggested changing the password. They gave him a secure link to log in, asked for the code, and yada yada. That was their access into our account. So it went from 106 to 0 in the blink of an eye. And we immediately went to the police department. We've been in contact with the FBI, but you don't get your money back when scams like this happen.
So this is why so many people say if you do get these types of calls, whether it's the credit card company, bank account, whatever, you should always say that I have to hang up right now. Can I call you back? And if whoever's on the line says no, it's basically guaranteed that they are trying to scam you. They are not actually the credit card company or the bank. And unfortunately, this person lost everything in their account, $106,000. I don't even know what I would do.
Singapore is in the midst of a scam-demic. The city-state of 6 million people saw a 70% rise in the value of money lost to online scams by its citizens, up to 1.1 billion Singapore dollars. Now, Singaporeans have been seen as especially vulnerable to certain types of fraud, things like job fraud or romance scams. A lot of these are being operated out of scam factories across Southeast Asia, many of which are populated by people who themselves are victims of human trafficking.
So that's also something that I've started to see recently, getting into even darker of a situation when we're talking about scams. Not only are people around the world losing all of their money, everything in their savings, their retirement, but now the people who are doing the scamming are actually forced to because they themselves are a victim of human trafficking and have no other option. The entire situation is absolutely absurd.
Here's a quick tip on a terrifying phone scam known as the Grandparent Scam. The FCC is now warning that scammers are now using AI to clone voices and trick grandparents into believing their loved ones are in danger. Scammers call pretending to be a grandchild in trouble, claiming that they have been arrested after a car accident and need bail money immediately. Grandparents or other loved ones are rushed into sending money via wire transfers, gift cards, or cash pickups at home. If you get a call like this, hang up and call your grandchild or another family member directly. Remember, phone numbers can be spoofed and personal details can be stolen from social media. Know that voices can be cloned. Report calls to the FCC that link on our free news app and website.
This has been around for years, happened to my parents. Be smart and call your child first. This exact scam happened to my parents a couple years ago. Thankfully, our small town bankers who know my parents stopped them from withdrawing $10,000. And as we saw earlier in this video, it's not just the voice. Now they're taking images of us and using AI to make us say whatever they want. Even another language like the woman speaking Spanish. All of this is just getting to be way too much.
So I just got scammed. Let me tell you how this happened. I'm trying to sell my car on Facebook Marketplace. Someone interested sends me a message, hey, I'm interested, yada, yada, yada. You know, can we meet up? Any issues? Like they show like they're legitly interested. Then they tell you to go to this website called vehiclesregistry.com. And they're like, hey, buy this report so I can see if the car's all right. And you put your VIN number in there and everything like that. And then I'm like, well, can I just get a Carfax report? And he's like, oh, no, it's not the same. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll buy it. $60. I was like, oh, okay, I'll buy it. $60. So I buy the report. I'm like, send it to the guy. He's like, cool, I'll meet up with you tomorrow at 11. Well, today comes at 11. Guy never answers. Blocked me on Facebook Messenger. Never saw it. And when I look at the transaction, it's some like Pakistani name, PayPal, something. So everything got stolen. So normally the story is don't do it.
So we've seen a somewhat similar case when it came to the job market, because this is just a way to get $60 from somebody and vanish just like they did. But an Indeed listing told you to go to another website, pay for something that would show your credit score and things like that, and then send it to them with your resume. The job never existed in the first place, and they probably got hundreds, if not thousands of people to apply because of how many are out of work right now just looking for something. And I mean, the comment section is the same thing. They're getting creative, a whole bunch of replies at Cypher is the best out there. I was also a victim of a scam, 52 replies. They tried to scam me, 13 replies of the same type of bot comments. It's just unbelievable. I honestly think I have to up the quantity of these types of videos on my channel because there's almost too much to talk about. So hopefully this sheds a light on some new scams for you guys to look out for, but that's all I got for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. YouTube thinks you'll like this video popping up on screen right now, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and I'll talk to you guys later.